Yo, my people, man, it's about that flipping time and that. Now, I was literally gonna finish work, go get something to eat, muster up the energy, come chew and that, bro. But when I actually physically saw the video, I dashed that all out the window, bro. I said, yo, we're coming straight through and that. And shout out to man like Tyler, man's been keeping me updated, so I knew it was coming out. But as soon as I saw the video actually get released and that, I was like, you know what, dash everything to the side. The man them were talking in the group chat. I swiped away every single notification I don't want to know, because this is basically the decider of this round and that, you get me? So man like Joyner in at the building, and I was like, yo, why is it taking him so long? Then I found out his uncle passed and all of that type of stuff, you know what I mean? Because if his album came out at the end of the day, you're the one that decided to do this during this time. He knew what was coming, but then his uncle passed away. And then he was like, I only heard it 3 days later. I was like, that's no one's problem but yours. But then I was like, you know what? At the same time, you don't know the timeline of when his uncle passed and that, bro. You know what I mean? And you know your uncles. If you have a big family like mine, you have some that you may never met before because you just don't know. You have so much family and that, bro. You have your cool uncles, ones you can go for advice for, the important uncles and aunties. Like, you know what I mean? There's different roles that the uncle aunties play and that, bro. You get me? But you have some important ones. I lost one of my important aunties last year and that, bro. You get me? Which made me take a 6-month break. That amongst other things and that, bro. You get me? So I know how that one is. Even if they weren't as close, obviously I don't know the relationship. It's still not nice losing the family member, bro. So we got man like Joyner Lucas in the building, you get me? And I can't lie to you, we don't need that skibbity bibbity hibbity fit. This is a rap battle, bro. I'm gonna need a little bit more than that, fam, you get me? But let's get into it. Oh yeah, I saw man like No Life Shack as well, type RIP Skippy in the thing and that, bro. So let's see in that, fam, you get me? UK calling him Jonah, he's calling Skepta Skippy. I feel you, man. Let's see what I go on. Okay, there's definitely going to be a section in this already. I can hear it where there's going to be a little bit of double time. I can already hear it. Shell casings, you know what I mean? It's like a club hit, bro.
Let me teach you how to terminate niggas on sight, little bitch. You would never be a G level. I don't care where you from or where you grew up. You would still get slapped with a tea kettle. You ain't smoking on shit. You ain't never been lit. I turn big smoke to a weed pebble. Stop talking about hits and a platinum.
So you ain't never been lit.
You ain't smoking on shit, you ain't never been lit. I turn big smoke to a weed pebble. Stop talking about hits and a platinum shit, little hoe. You barely went sheet metal. Let's talk about how you got ran for your chain.
But he literally did though. His tunes on 1.5 billion, that, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, and he was the producer on the song as well. So this is what I'm saying and that, bro. Starting off shit.
Talk about hits and a platinum shit, little hoe. You barely went sheet metal. Let's talk about how you got ran for your chain. It was curled on the floor like a leaf petal. Let's talk about how you never grew up that hard and your mom always pushed you to be better. Let's talk about how your career fell off and the shit went straight through the meat shredder. I'm mad that I ever heard your music at all. If I didn't, I'd probably even sleep better. Hey, fuck this nigga, I'ma spray with it. Put a Glock 19 to his face with it. Always knew you was a bitch, you was raised with it. Now I know why your daddy okay with it. I should take your flag and burn that shit. Give it back, then put you in the grave with it. How you gonna steal ASAP Rocky swag and fuck it all up and go gay with it? You started.
But the NA, okay. Okay, because that is one thing. Because afterwards when I watched the Skepta Friendly Fire and that, bro, he said, yeah, you're too concentrated on your clothes, need to concentrate on your flows. That was the man like ASAP Rocky. But I was like, yo, Skeppy, wait a minute. Afterwards I was like, wait, but you're in the fashion world as well. Maybe not to the same extent as ASAP Rocky and that, bro, because Skepta is active out here, you get me? Man's constantly releasing. You see him in the cyphers, you see him with the artists and that, bro. I'm like, bro, you're on the fashion thing as well and that, bro. So saying that to my man and that, bro, obviously you're out here and on the music streets more than him and that, bro. But still though, you get me? It's a little bit, you know what I mean? But so far, of everything he said, it's like, it's 50-50, you get me? It's good, but I need some, just like how Skepta was dissecting my man's character, bro, you know what I'm saying? You only rap from people's perspective, you're trying to be Eminem. I need to hear some disrespect in that, bro, you get me? All of that, gun to the head and gun bars, that's cute and all. You know what I mean? And like I said, there has been a couple cut bars in here already and that, bro, but we'll continue.
I ain't ducking no smoke, want all of it. Wanna steal my culture and talk your shit, cause you mad that you can't be a part of it. You don't get no play, we ain't bumping it. Flex ain't never dropping no bombing it. You got the worst songs that I ever heard in my life. I don't even wanna hear niggas humming it. Oh, you bringing
And that's the other thing as well. This is what I'm saying, because Skepta came through, like I said, dissected your character. Man said, yo, your whole country ain't even trying to rep you like that, bruv. These man are like, you kept me. Kind of like how he said some people are embarrassed of Skepta, which is true. There is a certain set of people in the UK that are kind of upset of what Skepta's doing in terms of general people and also people in the industry and that, bro. But in terms of the way Skepta was saying that, yo, you're out here repping your country and that, bro, but these man don't even rep you and that, bro. These man left you on Skid Row, which is definitely true. Even shout out to Tyler once again. He sent me a video. I was watching it. There was a video in New York and guy was kind of going on to all of like just general members of the public or whatever, saying this Skepta da. People were not bred in Joyner, bro. People were not bred in Joyner. They were like, no, Joyner shouldn't even be repping America, da, all of that type of stuff. So now for you to come true and say your music's dead and that, it's like, I need more than that, bro. But like I said, we're just at the beginning. He needs to warm up, because that's how Skepta's track round 2 started. His whole track did this, but in the first section, or the first 25, 30, 40%, he was like, okay. Then he started to really heat up.
So talk your shit cause you mad that you can't be a part of it. You don't get no play, we ain't bumping it. Flex ain't never dropping no bombing it. You got the worst songs that I ever heard in my life. I don't even want to hear niggas humming it. Oh, you bringing up Tory, I'm loving it. They forgot my Liddy went done with it. Me and Tory ain't never had smoke. That was really my nigga, we were just having fun with it. From the black Eminem, that's a compliment. I'ma wear that badge, I'ma honor it. A nigga sold like 220 million records, and I bet you'd have bought a whole lot of them. Niggas mad at me cause it bothered them. Guess mama never told him she was proud of him. Even niggas like Giggs really hate your shit. He a real OG, there's a lot of them.
There we go. That's one of the angles. That's one of the angles. If he didn't bring that up in that, bro, I'd be like, bro, you dropped the ball. That's one of the angles in that, bro. You know what I mean? One thing as well that I've noticed about Americans, like they try to generalize everything. So when the whole Joyner Skepta thing first started and that, bro, they were like, yeah, we want to show you that one of our mid-tier guys can kill the UK GOAT and that, bro. I was like, do you think the UK all banded together and decided that Skepta's the one and only GOAT? There's a multitude, and he is potentially one of them, depending on who you talk to and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Giggs as well. People were acting like, yeah, Giggs your OG, like this is gang war and that, and Giggs is the only person that can speak for the whole of UK. Skepta doesn't speak for the UK, neither does Giggs. They're just voicing their opinions at the end of the day, and they're respected. So there are going to be a lot of people that share their opinion, but neither of these people speak for the whole of UK or the whole of the UK music scene and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this whole thing and that, bro, I've realized, if you notice, all of the rappers that are involved in this thing on the UK side and that, they're all grime artists. And it's only rappers that I've seen kind of speak out and not really, you get me? That's because grime, man, are on smoke 24/7 and that. Them man don't care who it is, where it is, who you are and that, bro. They're on smoke. Whereas the UK rap guys and that, I've noticed, they're competitive verse for verse, but in terms of wanting to go pen for pen and beefs and that, I ain't really seen no rap beefs. Like all the beefs within the UK in terms of music beefs and like rap battles and all that has literally all been in grime. You get me? So in terms of our UK rappers, I've noticed no one has that mano versus a mano type of gene. Obviously on verses, competitive, yo, I killed this person on this verse and da. But I've noticed UK rappers, they don't really want to squabble up like that too tough. You get me? Or at all, realistically, you get me?
220 million records, and I bet you.
And Giggs is a UK rapper and that, so it makes sense, the stance, you know what I mean? And Skeppy, he's grime.
Bought a whole lot of them. Niggas mad at me cause it bothered them. Guess mama never told him she was proud of him. Even niggas like Giggs really hate your shit. He a real OG, there's a lot of them. You be dick riding niggas and you fine with it. You got a little cosign and you proud of it. And you'll do anything just to get a little over your chain, even swallow it. A whole big smoke is ready to cheat with him. Better call the pole and bring the police with him. Bring enough heat to cook up a beef with him. Wet a nigga up and bring in the beats with him. The bullet gets stuck, you feeling the deep in him. Pussy ass nigga, I'm making a yeast with him. A wagyu steak, I cut up a piece with him. Floss on a nigga, I'm picking my teeth with him. Cough on a nigga.
Ooh, is that grimy?
Making a geese with him. A wagyu steak, I cut up a piece with him. Floss on a nigga, I'm picking my teeth with him. Cough on a nigga, and make a disease hit him. Walk on a nigga, and taking no leash.
That beat is grimy. That beat is grimy. I respect that right there, still. I respect that right there. That beat is grimy, bro. I respect that tenfold. That's probably the most disrespectful thing you've done this whole time and that, bro. I cannot even lie to you. There's a couple things he said. Oh, yeah, because he was talking about how Skepta's not really on the streets and all that. I don't really know much about all of that and who was on road and who was doing what and that, bro. But neither is Joyner. So, like, what we, like... I get the gun talk and that, bro. Like, US got guns, so automatically the US audience are gonna back that because obviously guns over there. Apparently we have no guns over here, whatever you think and that type of thing. So man, I'm gonna condone that. But at the end of the day, like, you're not a part of that life either. So it's like you now saying gun talk and da. But, you know, it's just a bit weird and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? But this is probably the most disrespectful thing
bring the police with him. Bring enough heat to cook up a beef with him. Wet a nigga up and bringing the beats with him. The bullet gets stuck, you feeling the deep in him. Pussy ass nigga, I'm making a yeast with him. A wagyu steak, I cut up a piece with him. Floss on a nigga, I'm picking my teeth with him. Cough on a nigga, and make a disease hit him. Walk on a nigga, and taking no leash with him. Lock a nigga out, I'm leaving his teeth with him. Lock a nigga down and bury the keys with him. Snake ass niggas, they really don't need venom. I'm skinning them alive and making a feast with him. Nigga need help, we bringing the streets with him. Give a nigga hell, I'm bringing the priest with him. I'ma send him to hell and I bet the devil and tell him that I'm a demon who broke a piece of that heaven and fell in, bitch. I'm a predicate felon. I put a shell in your melon and everything I ever set up on a record. I'm in it. About we talk about how many fucking records you selling. Cause even back up in your country, they don't check up and listen. You only sold a couple thousand and I'm betting the 7. They only sell it at the counter at the 7-Eleven. And when I finish with you, I bet they will.
That's the thing. This section right here is exactly what I was talking about. He shouldn't do because yeah, it's technical, but he's not really saying anything, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man said, like, I'll knock him out. You know what I'm saying? Talking about you hit like you get. He's not really saying it's technical, but he's not really saying anything. And that,
I'm leaving his teeth with him, lock a nigga down and bury the keys with him. Snake ass niggas that really don't need venom. I'm skinning them alive and making a feast with him. Nigga need help, we bringing the streets with him. Give a nigga hell, I'm bringing the priest with him. I'ma send him a hell up to the devil and tell him that I'm a demon who broke a piece of that heaven and fell in, bitch. I'm a predicate felon. I put a shell in your melon and everything I ever set up on a record. I'm in it up. We talk about how many fucking records you selling, cause even back up in your country, they don't check up and listen. You only sold a couple thousand and a bet in the 7. They only sell it at the counter at the 7-Eleven. And when I finish with you, I bet they would never forget it. There ain't a single motherfucker who can sever this weapon. I hate your accent and everything you said in the record. I need subtitles to get it. I'm checking the spelling. I promise you that Drizzy only one I ever would mention you be.
Man said the guy needed subtitles and that, bro. Listen,
would never forget it. There ain't a single motherfucker who can sever this weapon. I hate your accent and everything you said in the record. I need subtitles to get it. I'm checking the spelling. I promise you that Drizzy only one I ever would mention you being a legend. Nobody would agree what he said, and I promise you it's gonna hunt you when you sleep in your bed. And I promise you that when it's over, I'ma leave an impression. And yeah, I hope you know the pressure's on when I drop this shit, cause you really on the clock, boy. I'ma write a perspective song from a UK nigga who.
Don't ever, we get it, your uncle passed away. Don't mention the clock, my guy, when you took a week and basically took a week the last time as well. Stop, don't mention the clock, bro. You can't mention the clock and that when man's out here, you get me in that, fam. Because yeah, cool, it took a long time. This time there was actually like a good, not even excuse, but a good reason to why he hadn't done so. You get me? Why he didn't reply fast, but you literally took long the last time as well. You get me? So like, this is what I'm saying, the clock talk and that, bro. Dash that outside.
I need subtitles to get it. I'm checking the spelling. I promise you that Drizzy only one I ever would mention you being a legend. Nobody would agree what he said, and I promise you it's gonna hunt you when you sleep in your bed. And I promise you that when it's over, I'ma leave an impression. And yeah, I hope you know the pressure's on when I drop this shit, cause you really on the clock, boy. I'ma write a perspective song from a UK nigga who think he a top boy. Since you wanna talk about influence, let's talk about the female clothes you rock, boy. I seen you in an interview dressed like a bitch. I guess you really a top boy. I catch.
Not gonna lie, bro. I ain't never seen Skepta run any type of mad outfits. So people would have to show me, because obviously we know when it gets to the fashion man, they'll be straddling that line. But I've never seen gigs in anything feminine, bro. Like genuine. This isn't even me being, because I already know people are gonna say I'm being biased. I've never seen Skepta wear anything feminine, like, bro. Never. So I'd have to see this. You get me? Because like I said, when you get to Skepta's level of fashion, bro, them man do start to, you get, come on now, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the Americans, you man know, bro. Like you have artists of, you get me? I don't need to, you guys know, you know what I mean? But it's that type of stuff I feel like is new over here, because I haven't seen any of our artists, because we're still in that, there's not too many fashion, man. I can name Skepta, K-Trap, Heady One, Unknown T. Like there's like a handful, 10, 15 maybe in that, bro. You know what I mean? But everyone's still kind of in that street type of way, and it's in some type of way, you get me? People will get spiffy for a certain occasion, suits, but you know what I mean? I've never seen any of our rappers really wear anything too feminine.
From outside of the Birkin store, the Victoria's Secret shop, boy. Take all your shit, then give it to my bitch. She'll love that drip you got, boy. Put the UK US shit to the side. This is me against you, little pop, boy. Clean up on out 6, how to wipe this bitch. Somebody come bring me a mop, boy. How to turn Joseph to a crime scene. Why the fuck a nigga thinking he could try me? How you do your nigga wildly dirty, then turn your back on a UK grime scene? You a snake ass hoe,
Ooh, to be honest, that's more so a chip argument and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Skepta's always repped the grime. He's always repped where he's come from. Even right now, as one of the biggest legends and that, like I said, we still see him in cyphers. We still see him in the dungeon with all of these guys and that, bro. You get me? Like, we see this guy. 1 second. Like, Skepta literally said it, and I think it was Friendly Fire, where he said, come victory lap and I'll show you what I'm on, to Joyner Lucas and that. This is Skepta in a room right now. None of these guys you see in the room are top rappers and that, bro. These is all basically the younger generation and that, fam. You know what I'm saying? And people that are coming up type of thing. You get me? And he does this on a regular, bro. So all of that, turn your back on grime and that, bro. He's in these environments regularly, bro. Regularly. And he's always rapped to grime. Even now where he'll go to different genres and that, bro. He's always rapped to grime and that, fam. There's even an artist that was in the room that he's currently, there's a song out with him and that, fam. Man, like, even forgot his name and that, bro. So abandoning grime, that's never really been Skepta's narrative. That's more so a chip thing and that, fam. You know what I mean? So like I said and that, bro, once again, we getting a few lies in this one.
Me. You irrelevant bitch, you behind me. I don't even understand how you still got fans. I ain't heard your name since the 90s. I'm a hybrid nigga with a high beam. Turn to you.
Did the guy even start? He didn't even start rapping in the 90s. He started in like the early 2000s.
UK nigga to a line beam. Just around 2KO, you ain't getting up. Better call the ER to revive him. After this, I bet you wanna fight me. That's the reason why niggas don't like me. Thought you was that nigga when you talk your shit. Now you sitting back wondering why me.
That wasn't a knockout. That was not a knockout in that, bro. That was not a knockout. But I do think in that, bro, depending on, because like I said, I'm just basically one of you guys in that, bro. I'm just a supporter of the music, a lover of the music and that, bro, with a platform and that, fam. You know what I'm saying? So it's literally just everyone's opinion and depending what you like. It's like when you listen to a track, I like, first and foremost, the first thing I listen to is flows, what the beat's saying and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Before I listen to bars, then the bars come. But some people, they like bars more. So this is literally just each person's opinion. And low-key, depending on what you like, I wouldn't be mad if he said Skepta won or Joyner won. You know what I mean? But this was definitely not a knockout. Because like I said, how Skepta had different parts. He had the chant at the start. That's a popular chant and that, bro. You get me? That resonates with the UK. Making it into replacing Joyner with Tottenham and that, bro. You know what I mean? That type of element. Kind of like making a meme out of it. All of that type of stuff. Then kind of saying what he has to say in that, bro. Then going into dissecting his character. You're on your rap from what do you call it, other people's perspective. Your own guys and that, bruv, that are quote unquote behind you are not really behind you, because before this moment and that, even during the moment, people ain't even 100% behind you and that, bro. You get me? There's literally a man on them sides and that's never listened to you, never repped you, literally dissing you, saying that, yo, you should be repping the US, da 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 da. Then he goes on to say, oh yo, now you're also trying to be like Eminem, all of that type of stuff and that, bruv. Then he called out all of his lies. You know what I mean? In this one, technically calm. What I wanted is what Skepta did in terms of now give us some juicy information, all of that, like how he got his chain snatched, like that type of information and that, bro. You get me? But he didn't go in that angle too tough for me. This was just technical ability and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it was more so putting on show with a sprinkle of things here and there. And once again, there was lies within the thing once again and that, bro. You know what I mean? So this 1000% is not a knockout. Whichever side you say won, I'm literally not mad at though. Because it all depends on what the person likes and that, fam. You know what I mean? But in terms of a diss track, bruv, 1 second. All right, so one thing that I definitely clocked about this one as well is that man like Joyner Lucas definitely took the first half is when he was being disrespectful and that, bro. You get me? That's when he chose to be disrespectful. Flows were calm, bars were calm and that, bro. But the second part was more so about the technicality of his ability and that, bro. You get me? And if I'm weighing up both diss tracks, to be honest, it's like, man like Joyner took the technical parts of actually rapping. So the beat, I don't even like both beats. It's the second beat. The second beat is jumping still out of round 2 and also round 2 KO. I like the second beat of Joyner Lucas's this. Also the flows and that, bruv. Obviously man like Joyner took that one as well, because man like Skepta barely even really did any flows. And bar wise as well, you could say Joyner took that, but everything else literally goes to Skepta. So when it comes to disrespect, dissecting your opponent's character and that, but breaking them down as a person, all of that type of stuff, flipping things on the head. So when your opponent says something and then you flip it, calling out man's lies, and then even the funnier bars and that, bruv. The subtitle one was good in that, bro. But that Joyner chant and that, bro, that Skepta did, bro, that's undefeatable. I can't even lie to you. And cool, you put all of that up there. But then with Joyner, bro, because I know what I know, people say, oh, yes, you can lie and da, da, da. But if I literally know that you're lying and that, bro, you get me? And you're blatantly lying and just saying things to kind of try to boost you up. For the people that don't know. So that is going to boost you up. But for me, that actually knows in them thing there, bro, for me, it boosts you down and that, bro. It's the cap. A man started off capping as well and that, fam. That's what it is for me, bro. Technically, in this round, man like Joyner took that flows, bars, better beat. Everything else for me, though, Skepta took that skill. And even I could even admit, like I said, that whether it's whoever you choose, I don't mind. And maybe in another universe, if it didn't cap, I could actually say Joyner won that, but the cap diminishes it for me because I know what I know, bro. When you say things, I'm like, that's not true. That you get me in that, bro. So that's what it is for me. And he did have disrespect in this thing still. You get me? I can't lie to you. The whole, you get me, you'd swallow over your chin and that, bro. The gigs thing and that, bro. You know what I mean? What do you call it? What was the other thing that I mentioned? The ASAP Rocky swag, and even though I never really seen Skeppy in like gay clothes, but at the same time, when them man do get into that realm and that, bro, it does start to get like, they straddle the line a little bit. You get me? One thing he didn't mention as well in that, bro, obviously Skepta didn't ask them man to do it, but also Skepta released the track and then about 4 other artists released the track as well. Why didn't you mention that, bro? Oh yeah, you need how many man just for me and that, bro? You get me? There's a few guys that released this track on you. You could have used that. You didn't use that to your advantage. Like, there's a few opportunities that he missed in that, bro. So technically rapping calm, but this isn't just about verse or verse. If rap battle was just about technicalities, then they would go make a flipping song. At the end of the day, it is about technicality, but it's also about disrespect. It's about, you get me, one-upping your, not your character, your opponent and all of that type of stuff. Dissecting, like, you get me? And in terms of a rap battle and those things, I feel like Skepta did that good in this realm. What Joyner did, he just did what he would normally do on a regular track and that, bro. You get me? We just added a little bit of disrespect in there, like I said, with the cap. And it's the cap for me that kind of diminishes things and that, bro. So for me, it's 1-1. For me, it's 1-1. No Kizzy and that, bro. We'll see what happens in round 3. I know people are going to be mad. Because what I realize as well, there's bare American man when it's to join the videos, which makes sense in that, bro. But then the Skepta vid, nowhere to be seen. So I already know you guys are going to be flooding in. Hopefully you enjoyed that one and that, bro. You get me? And don't call me biased, bro. Because bias for me, being biased is when you're clearly taking one side, but you're not even looking at all the optics type of thing. I'm giving you a reason, you know what I'm saying? Looked at both things, told you what both people did well and that, bro. You know what I mean? But the lying is different. And don't go Drake and Kendrick, they lied and that, bro. Because take Kendrick's bars, take out the PDF files-ish, he still killed Drake. He killed Drake in so many different ways and that, bro. Like, you can take that ish out of there and that, fam. And he still would have smoked him. You get me? So, yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. It's your boy Njies, and I'm out of here. And a big people, man.